All right, Shalawam. First, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ahchyam, Yahawashi, Ahchyam, Rawchaa, Qadash. We'd like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3, pushing this 100% truth across the four winds so we can see the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, we want to do a lesson all through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Ahchyam, Yahawashi. All right, upon beware of the nigger people, okay? You waking up and knowing that you're an Israelite, all right, and being born again, okay, a part of that is pulling away from this lifestyle that you believe is your culture. A black lifestyle is not a culture, man, okay, because see, our people have turned our curses into a culture, and you need to stay far away from that, man, okay? So beware of the nigger people, man. When I say nigger people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, read that in Isaiah.
It's the book of St. Isaiah 1 and verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Right. This is Yahawah Ahchyam Yahawashi speaking, saying the God of gods. All right. Get real quick, Jeremiah 10 and 10. Okay, we're talking about the Most High. Okay, this is Yahawah. He has created a nation. He has children. He is the father, and a father has what? Children. Okay, and we are his children. Okay, we are the family of the one you know as God. All right, in layman's terms. Okay, read that real quick.
Saint Jeremiah 10 and verse 10. But the Lord Yahawah is the true power. He is the living power and an everlasting king.
Right. Now go back. Right, man. Yahawah Ahchyam Yahawashi, and he was our king, man. See, when you go into the story, into the history, our people cried for a king like the other nations, man. Our people always wanted to be like the other people when we were created to be different. We were created to be the righteous one, the good son. You see? We were created to have the standard and have a wholesomeness about us. We were supposed to be, which we will be, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. All order will be brought back into its rightful place. But us, even when we are conception, the Bible, the Old Testament that people like to stray away from is nothing but time and time again of our history of ruling and how we ruled and high holy days and royalty. You see? We were created to be that, man, to serve Yahawah Ahchyam Yahawashi here on earth. And you nations were created to rule rule under us, to be ruled over by us. You see, to be our servants. That's why the scriptures say now is Israel a homeborn slave, man. Matter of fact, get that, Jeremiah 3 and 7. And then, because they'll tie right in, you know what, hold that and then keep going in Isaiah. Just but make sure, Baba Kasha, that it's Jeremiah 3 and 7, Israel homeborn slave. You know what that's at?
That's not it.
Okay, I'll grab it right now, Lord's will.
Jeremiah 15?
Yeah, I believe it is Jeremiah 15.
All right.
Yeah, hold that on that.
So I'm going to keep going to Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah 1 and verse 2, and it says, Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahawah Ahchyam Yahawashi has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
See, these children, man. You know, you ever see like, you know, I say it time and time again, you know, I do construction, you know, so I'm always out and about, man. I'm always out and about in everybody's neck of the woods, you know, so I see a lot of things. I see a lot of people, how people act, you know, how their children act. And how do you think it looks, you know, like me personally, when I see a badass child, I want their parent to spank their ass, man. Like, yo, check that little badass mother, right. You know? And that's exactly what Yahawah Ahchyam Yahawashi is doing with us, man. You see, 2/3 of our people, you have to beware of them, man, because they don't even care about correction. They don't even realize being gunned down in the street, a lifestyle, smoking weed, anything possible lifestyle, you know, as you see the nigga fucking pouring up, you know, that they don't realize that condition is a punishment. They don't realize the lifestyle that they're living is because they're being punished. So now they've turned these curses into a culture, man. They've turned what was set up for them as a punishment into a rites of passage, man.
Yep.
You know. Keep going.
Back in Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Now that's dangerous. Okay? If you're familiar with the scriptures and the laws, orders, and statutes of Yahawashi, not considering is death. Okay? Because real quick, I know you're holding a lot, but we got to make a point. I need Hosea 4 and 6. You still holding Jeremiah, right?
Yep.
Okay, I need Hosea 4 and 6, but I also need Proverbs 8, man. Because not considering is living a death lifestyle. We are created to be ambassadors of Yahawashi, walk with wisdom. So when it says an ox knoweth his owner and an ass his master crib, those are two animals of not high intelligence, okay? They're just mules. They just head down and pull in the yoke, man.
Yep.
Okay? But even they know where to go. Even they know where they rest their head at night, man. Israel don't consider your nationality, who you are, is your key in the door, man. Being an Israelite is you having a guaranteed spot of salvation, man. So it's important to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you're dead, man. I was watching a Netflix. I believe the brother right here with me. I got the brother Qadash right here. All right, if you don't already know, we were watching. What was that movie on Netflix? The cartoon Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph.
And what did he say when the Ishmaelite grabbed him? He said, "What are you doing? I'm in a house. I'm of the house of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, nigga, you tripping? You know who the fuck you touching?" But see, Jake don't have that mentality now.
Yep.
They think because they're black, they can get gunned down. They can smoke crack. They can just be in the prison, and then they accept it, gang, and throwing up. I seen a video the other day of these fucking niggas in jail with a fucking 50-inch flat screen touch TV, man. And they like, we living. Niggas in a fucking 4x6 cell. The whole wall's taken up by a fucking TV, and they say they're living, man. You see? Man, not considering is death. All right? Read Hosea first and then get Proverbs.
Okay. This is the book of Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. And it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
See? Not considering is death. To not consider, to not hearken, to not think, to wake up every day and just smoke, drink, drive, shoot, fuck, and do it all over again is death, man. You are a beast. You are an animal. You just get up, you fight the next lion, because like a lion will attack another lion to take over his pride, and then take over his children or kill them to have his own
territory.
His territory. That's what Jake does now. Jake will get with a chick, fight the baby daddy. Now he's living with her. Now he's driving her car.
Yep.
Now he don't give a fuck about the kids. Then he might pop her, put a baby in her out of insecurity because he wants to keep her locked down. But his dumb ass didn't realize that the first baby with the first nigga didn't lock her down. And this cycle continues because they don't consider, because they don't have knowledge. They're a fucking band of rebels, man. Yeah, Sakar, you got it right with your introduction. A band of rebels. Because that's what you are. You 2/3 of the nation of Israel are just rebellious, man. You rebel against righteousness. Here it is. You know what I mean? You rebel at everything. You rebel against Esau's laws and the Most High's laws. You just want to do what the fuck you think at that time is cool to do. You gotta go, man. Yep. You have to beware of the nigga people. And there are a group of people on this planet that are the nigga people, man. Yep. Okay? It's 2/3 of the nation of Israel, and then there are confusion of face niggas as well. Okay? And you have to beware of them. That lifestyle, that culture, the vibration, the energy it brings and the energy it takes. Beware of that shit, man. Read that.
Back in Hosea 4 and 6, and it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Yep. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right. Since thou hast rejected knowledge, since you heard this truth, you don't care, you got your arms crossed, Like the picture you showed me earlier, there's an image of a head, but there's no eyes and his arms are crossed.
Over the eyes.
Over the head, up, like they're just showing my mind's already made up.
Yep.
No stubborn. Budge, stubborn, hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious.
Yep.
Now get that in Proverbs though, because you don't consider, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will reject thee. Don't you know wisdom was commanded to rest on us as a nation? And then that wisdom is what nation other people will come to us for. Don't you know all these people on the earth are supposed to be coming to us for wisdom? But what do? See, their spirit is to cleave to us. That's why they cleave to Jake now for wickedness.
Yeah, right. Yep.
They want to rap like him, run like him, fight like him, sound like him, act like him, and look like him. But they don't, and they don't want to look like us pertaining to the righteousness of the scriptures. You know, because no, that can't be that can't be niggas. You know, or excuse me, that can't be so-called black people.
Jamal.
That can't be Jamal. He's too dumb. That's righteous.
Can't be Rico.
Right, Rico's just a Rico Suave. See, you can't escape the bywords, so you indulge in them. You see, and everybody runs to you and embraces your bywords. They like that the curses are on you, man. Because, see, the curses have given Esau cash, and now Jake is making cash off the curses. You got to beware of these people. They do not want to stop. They don't want to see America be destroyed. They are willing to accept us being oppressed as long as they get a little crumb off the table, man.
Yep.
How could you want to be around a person like that mentality? And those same niggas will cut you off in the street, cut you off at a light, cut you off in a line, you know, mean mugging, grilling you, ready to shoot you, kill you, sleep with your woman, smile in your face. Man, you got to beware of the nigga people, man. I need that in Proverbs real quick.
Got you. This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 1. Do not
wisdom. Last verse.
The last verse?
Yeah. You can read one. Yeah, read one and then go to the last one. It's the spirit.
Proverbs 8 and verse 1. Doeth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths.
Yeah.
She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man.
Right, but you've rejected that, right? Like I said in Hosea. So you've rejected that calling. Now go to Proverbs 8 in the last verse. So you've rejected this. You don't care about it. So this is your judgment. Read it.
Proverbs 8 and verse 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
Right, you wronged your own soul. Keep going.
And all they that hate me love death.
Right, so this is why you got to beware the nigga people. Now get Proverbs 21 and 16, man. Because they have no knowledge, because they don't consider, because they fan their hand. They are walking zombies, man. Their vibration is death. It's dark. It's gross darkness.
It's tension every time you come around.
It's tension. Even a Jake that when I was first coming into the truth, first getting put on, you know, you go through that phase of waking up, you know, trying to put all your little friends on. And I was telling him, and he was vibing with it. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, I always wonder why every time I walk down the street, he would say, you know, another nigga would look at me, and we would look at each other, and we'd be ready to go to blows, and we don't even know each other, man. Yep. And he would literally say that shit heartfelt, man. What you gonna say, brother?
It's like by the prime example in the TV show, The Boondocks. They show that. Remember? Yep. It's called the nigga moment.
Yeah.
Two niggas will stare at each other and want to shoot each other. And
they did. Yep. And then they show them shooting each other like 100 times. Mm-hmm. Shooting each other, man. But see, that's the results because you don't want to turn back, man. Yep. So this is why brothers got to understand, leave them alone. Just beware of them, man. Let the dead bury the dead, man. And keep going on that, and then I need to finish Isaiah 5 before we get those precepts.
It's Proverbs 21 and verse 16. Yeah. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
See, it said remain in the congregation of the dead. So you're dead, man. You've sinned against the Lord and you love death, and now you're remaining in it, man. Because see, death is a condition. Hell is a condition. All right? Meaning, because of course you can die, all right? But you can be so-called alive and be dead, man. Spiritually dead. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel are spiritually dead, and they don't even consider it. They don't even want to consider maybe the black woman as God is wrong. It ain't working. Maybe Sanetta's street justice interviews ain't working no more. You see, niggas are complacent with a blunt and a bottle in a book, man. As long as it can come with some funky ass oil that they can throw on for ladies' night downtown in some Benjamin spot.
Yep.
You know, niggas don't give a shit, man. They go to the club every Saturday, church every Sunday, and then work every Monday, man. And they like being adulterers. Keep going to Isaiah, man. Just keep going to Isaiah. We gotta bring it out, man.
Isaiah 1?
I want Isaiah 1 there, Baba Kashaw. And go to 4.
1 and 4.
Yeah, because we finished 3. They do not consider.
Yep. Back in Isaiah 1 and verse 4. A sinful nation.
See?
A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Right, a people laden with iniquity, man. You know how you take a ladle and you get that real bottom of the scoop for that gravy, and you got some real nice mashed potatoes, and you pour that gravy over it? That's what Jake is, laden with sin. They're just saturated in it, man. It's poured on them. Niggas it don't gotta leave the house anymore to be wicked. You got little ass rapper babies embodying niggas, man. I seen on the internet some rapper named Little Baby has a little ass baby mimicking him, man, and the kid's like fucking 3. The little monster's like 3, man, and he's doing the movement and the sagging. The motherfucker's sagging pants with a pamper. You gotta beware of these people, man. These niggas need to be stopped. They literally have taken over the fucking projects, and they're complacent with their own ghetto fabulous world, man. Fucking next Friday, Baps. You know, look at these movies, man. And then you get your couple Furious Styles, you know, in the midst, or your your Ice Cubes and Higher Learning. But for the main majority of the time, it's nothing but folly, man, wrapped around them. Niggas live it, and then they'll go watch a movie that's mimicking them, and then they'll do what the movie is to do it. You know, it's a disgusting cycle, man. Yep. Being a nigga in 2018 is a fucking shame on you, man.
A cycle of fucking iniquity, man.
A cycle of iniquity, man. I seen it today. I look to my left. This one nigga looks like fucking 21 Savage. Skinny jeans, red coat, and fucking shades, thinking he's in a music video. Then I look to my right, and this fucking 50-year-old Jake, this old-ass bottle with Tim's on and fucking cargos and a camouflage hat looking like Wu-Tang. I'm like, niggas is either stuck in 93 or, you know what I'm saying? Damn, man. Keep going on that.
Isaiah 1 and 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Right, a seed of evildoers. That means they're gonna produce children that are gonna be wicked. All right, tells you that in Sirach, man.
Yep.
You want to grab that real quick? Sirach, just get to the point. Let me sound grab it, man. You holding it? I'll grab it. Read that again. I'll grab it.
Isaiah 1 and verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Right, man, and that's all Jake know. You know, you try to tell nigga, hey, man, stop smoking, man. Hey, man, don't try to talk to that man's wife. He can kill you. Like, man, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm all about deep. And Jake be like, I'm a demon in the streets. I'm a savage.
Yeah.
And that's all Jake embodies, man.
Yeah.
It says that, what's that, Proverbs 13? It says that them trying to come back from committing iniquity, that's an abomination towards them, man, unto them. Yeah. So them trying to not coming back out of that, man, that's filthy, according to them, man.
Uh-huh.
You know?
And speaking on the fact that, like, Jake, you tell him, like, oh, don't smoke, he'll fucking want to become a scientist then. You know, Jake likes to become a scientifical when it's an excuse. See, Jake likes to he likes to justify his wickedness too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta bring this point out because it says a seed of evildoers. This is Sirach 16. And the scriptures tell you for us not to have children here, man. Which it's in Jeremiah 16. You know, it tells us not to have children here. And you see why? Because you see what's being born. Oh, fucking, I just seen some sodomite rapper, Famous Dex, and some nasty shorty They were expecting a kid, like, damn, just another slave for the system. Just another crafty council baby. Another kid that you're going to have on World Star until you know what I mean? Until you're not on there no more.
Right, man. Imagine a damn a boom gang baby, man.
Oh, my God. That's a crafty council baby, you know? This is Sirach 16:1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. 2/3 are unprofitable children, man. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are unprofitable. They do not serve Yahawashi. So you being an Israelite and not serving Yahawashi, there is no need for you. We are contracted by law, man, to serve Yahawashi. And if you don't, the penalty is death. You niggas are gonna learn it by pain, man. It says they shall know it by pain.
Right, and that's why he said they must love death.
Yep.
If you want to serve Yahawashi, you must want to die.
Yep, you must want to die.
And
niggas do. They be saying that. I'm ready to die. But you think it's gonna be quick. Nah, man, the Lord got something special set up for 2/3. The Lord got something special set up for 2/3. It's Sirach 16:1. Desire not the multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are ungodly sons, man. And this is a picture from the movie Baby Boy, which that movie itself is a complete representation of the modern day Negro, man.
Yep.
Baby boy. Going to mama's house, my crib, my baby mama. You see? Lil Wayne, Young Uzi. See? They're all being created to be boys.
Right.
Not men. Okay? It wasn't boys to men. It's men to boys, man. That's what Esau wants to do. That's why they're effeminating you, if that's a word.
It is. Yep.
It is effeminating. That's what they're doing to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They want you to be a woman. They want to turn you docile. They want to turn you weak, man. And you niggas are cool with it. This nigga Young Jock is just being tricked and hoed out, man. Niggas got a new hairstyle, a new everything, all for some money.
Nigga wear a dress.
Finish that, Isaiah Baba Kashaw.
Isaiah 1:4, and it says a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahawashi.
Yeah.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward.
They are gone away backward, man. They have gone away backwards. Hey, and what's that? Backwards is witchcraft.
Yep.
And rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man.
Right.
All right? You niggas are wicked to the core, man. And you delight in being wicked. I watch you, man. I watch niggas, man. It's disgusting the state of our people, man. You gotta go.
Hey, man, remember last camp we seen it? The group of fucking Jakes walking past us. You know, and like every time we like said something about cigarettes or like about sagging pants, they got offended because they love being wicked.
Yep.
They laden with the iniquity.
Yep, they're laden with it. And they don't want to turn from it. What you got, brother?
This real quick. This is the book of Saint, not Saint, but book of Acts, 7 and verse 51, and it says, "Ye stiff necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit." Right, man. They doing it right now. You know, the light's coming to the world. You know, and they love darkness rather than light. You know, their deeds are evil, and it says, "As your fathers did, so do ye." Right, man, and them, you know, they're back today, man. You know, reincarnation.
Yeah.
Doing the same shit, you know? And it says, verse 52, "Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted?" Right, man, you know? You niggas are continually seeking after other guys and doing that. You are still trying to kill the prophets that Yahawashi sent unto you, man.
Yeah.
You know, the judges. And it says, "And they have slain them which show before of the coming of the just one, of whom you have been now the betrayers and murderers, who have received the law by the disposition of angels and have not kept it." And you know, you niggas don't keep, you know, you don't want to, follow the laws to the best of your abilities and keep them, man. You know, you don't want to continue to be wicked and continue to be unlawful, man. You know, be laden with iniquity.
Yep. And
that was the point.
Yep, that's Jake. Beautifully made, brother. Get Jeremiah 44 and 10. And then from there, I want to jump to Psalms real quick.
This Saint Jeremiah 44 and verse 10. they are not humbled even unto this day.
Right, man. Jake ain't even humbled unto this day, man. The scripture says better to be of a humble spirit than a haughty one, man. Because pride goeth before destruction. You know, you should be in a humility state, man. You know, not being a proud beggar. You know, I see niggas, man. Give a nigga some jeans, some Jordans, fucking some headphones, man. That nigga is gone off to the races, man.
Yep.
Proud as fuck, thinking he in a music video, fucking ass hanging out, you know? Just wild beast. You gotta beware of people like that, man. You don't want to be around somebody like that. We ain't them, man.
Right.
You see, because that's another thing too. Esau, when he hears us talking, he'll be like, because he's the accuser. So by nature, by his spirit, you know, because nature
right.
grow. But by his spirit, naturally, he has to accuse. So he'll say, well, black on black violence. See, we get on that. We talk about Jake and their black on black violence, you know? We get on all that. We get on not only our people, but our oppressors, man. You see? Because this is what this thing's about. We're holy. We're separate from even our own people, man. Even if we're amongst them, we ain't amongst them, man.
Right. We get in and get out.
We get in and we get out, man. But you niggas get in and you stay in. And you get in where you fit in. And niggas think now that they fit in, they are part of it. Nigga, you ain't a part of this. You are adding to the problem, man.
Right.
You know, read that.
Back in St. Jeremiah 44 and verse 10, they are not humbled even unto this day.
Yeah.
Neither have they feared nor walked in my law.
See, they don't fear. They don't consider. So you need to beware of them, man. Why you want to be around somebody who don't care that there's a tornado coming?
Right.
All right. Or there's a leak. There's a flood. You know what I mean? Like, niggas don't give a shit, man. That the house could be on fire. Niggas just still chilling. I need to download the CD. I got to finish my mixtape. Niggas don't give a shit. They don't care about their mothers, their fathers, themselves. They don't care. They definitely don't care about Yahawashi.
No, right.
Why would you want to be around that, man? Blessed is he who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, man. Get that, man.
I'm going to finish it in Jeremiah quick. And it says, back in Jeremiah 44 and 10, it says, nor my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers.
Right. They don't even consider that, man. They don't even consider this as righteous or order. Read that.
Psalm 1 and verse 1 says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing for you to not be with the nigga people, man. It's a blessing unto you to not walk in the midst of nigga people and sit with them and chill with them, eat and drink, and you know what I mean? It's a blessing unto you. You want to get in and get out, man. All right, read it again. It
says, Psalm 1 and 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Right, man. Hey, you just had 20 wicked niggas, these 20 Jakes get arrested off a music video, man. And one of the niggas that had a warrant out for his arrest was dead because the nigga got shot, man. So it's a blessing for you not to be around that, not to be with that. You know?
Yep. Was that it?
Yeah, give me Psalm 78 and 8.
Okay. Psalm 78 and verse 8.
Yeah, Baba Kashah. Let me get there. Can we get a couple more and wrap up, man?
This is the book of Psalm 78 and verse 8. And it says, and might not be as their fathers.
Start up.
Let me start at
This is 5.
I started at 5.
Okay.
This is a book of Psalm 78 and verse 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
Yeah, and Jake don't do that, man. Jake don't make nothing known to their children. I seen a video of a fucking nigga and a little monster nigga, and he knew all the songs to Amigos.
Yep, I seen that too.
You see? It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. It's complete. It should anger you. There's no reforming from that. There just has to be destruction, a do-over. You know, there's got to be a do-over for that. Keep going.
And it says that they should make them known to their children. That
And if they are teaching their kids anything, it's to teach them how to be a better servant for Esau.
Yeah.
Now the nigga woman is the gatekeeper for the doctrine of Esau, man. All right, and there's a nigga woman in every single tribe, man. Okay, there's a nigga woman spirit, should I say, in every single tribe. And what they do is because there's a spirit on them that they know deep down that Esau is wicked, oppresses, and kills and murders us because of our so-called skin color, if you will, right? We know it's because we're Israel. But what do? So they subconsciously docile you. They subconsciously make you in a servitude to the beast, you know? But not only that, but to love it and it's the right way and they take the fight out of you, man. A woman's all trying to tell you to calm down, man. Right. Fuck all that. We at war, man. And now look at what it's done. Look what Mother Love has done, man, to Pookie and Jamal. Look at what your fucking son has become, man. A nothing.
A waste of skin.
Right, man. Literally a dirtbag. You see? So Mother Love isn't the best thing. All right, Esau? We're hip to your lies.
Mother's touch.
Yeah.
The father's touch.
Right. Look what the mother's touch has done.
Yahawashi touch, man.
Right. You know, that's funny because they also say, they say, like when somebody's slow, they're like, oh, he's touched in the head. Yeah, he got touched by his mother who was deprived of wisdom.
Right. He got a little bit of her.
Yeah, he got a little bit of her in him. Grown ass nigga, woman, nigga.
Man. But back in Psalm 78 in verse 6, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
Right, because see, it says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children.
Yep.
You know, you having a kid, everyone's happy. Well, are they going to be serving Yahawashi? So what do I need to be happy about?
Right.
They ain't serving the Lord. Well, what good are you? What are you doing? You see? You ain't doing nothing for the body. What good are you? And that's the times we're also coming to. The Lord is going to be separating you lukewarm Israelites, man. That you ain't applying this. This ain't a lifestyle for you. It's a title. You see? It's not in your spirit. The Lord going to separate you from this, man, since you wanted to play. You think it's play. All right. What you got? You got something, brother?
No, I was going to mention about the book of Tobit. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
But you know the book of Tobit puts a bias in about, serving the Lord, walking in a righteous manner, But,
he telling his son?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Right, put him on.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to sum it up, basically to Tobit told Tobias, hey man, serve the Lord, and just be a righteous man, because I believe it says in Rock, it says that paraphrasing, of course, says that if a father died and he have sons, it's not gonna be a grief because they're gonna see that man through his sons, because if a father died and he leave off some crazy ass demon children, hey man, no one's gonna remember that man's legacy. They were like, oh man, he got demons as children. That man was a badass man, But if that man is dying, that man, if he passes away and he leaves off some, children that's of Yahawashi, hey man, that'll be a huge blessing, man. Right. And they would look at it as like, oh man, these are some good children. That was a good man that passed away. Mm-hmm. Like then I'll continue to go on and so on and so forth. And that's why he says child is vain, man. Especially in this side, man. Yeah. Child is vain, man. What do you gain from watching PBS, man? Yeah. And learning how to rap,
celebrating Christmas,
right? Celebrating Christmas,
going to preschool, middle school, high school, all that, man. All that is complete folly, and there's nothing to gain from that but more stupidity. That's why Scripture says, if a man thinketh himself to be wise in this world, let him become a fool.
Yep.
Well, keep going on that.
Back in Psalm 78 and verse 7, they that might set their hope in the Most High and not forget the works of the Most High Yahweh, but keep His commandments and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
Right. See, it's telling us not to be. It's telling us not to be like that, man. But Jake wants to be like they're rebellious. They're doing what they're told not to do, man. Like it's almost like that reverse psychology thing. Like anything I tell you to do, you do the opposite.
Right. Don't press the red button. You press the red button. Right. And it says, a generation that said not their heart or right, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High.
Right, man. Whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High. And that's why, give me Isaiah 51:19, man. Their heart, their spirit is not set aright with Yahawashi. So what do? They curse Yahawashi. You got that?
Yep. It's Saint Isaiah 51 verse 19. These two things are come unto thee, who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted, and they lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fear of the Lord Yahawashi, the rebuke of thy power.
Right, see? They're wild bulls in a net, smoking, drinking, shooting, stealing, robbing, killing, and they don't give a fuck. And then when you break it down to them and tell them we understand why you're going through what you're going through, and you know, we're upset too, but this ain't the way either. They want you to smoke. They want you to drink. This is what we supposed to. They still don't even hearken to it, man. Then they still don't even hearken to it, man.
That's right. It says that in Jeremiah. It says that they walk out in their own devices and their own imaginations, leading their own ways, man. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. You got something? Because if not, end it on Isaiah. Bring what you got. Bring
Proverbs 24 and verse 2. For their heart study of destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Right? Hey man, we was all once part of the world, man, back in the flesh, man. And you know, and if you around Jake long enough, man, you will hear all the bullshit Jake be talking about, man. Like, man, we gonna rob, we gonna kick this door down, rob this, rob that. You know, we gonna break down this pack, man. Yeah. You know, the list goes on. We going for the whole night, man. But you guys get the point, man. Mm-hmm. Jake all about destruction and mischief, man. All about walking out, walking the ways of Esau, man. And that's why he says ye are your father the devil, man. Yeah, that's what Esau about, man.
Get that Isaiah 65 and 2, and you can end it on 3.
Isaiah 65 and verse 2, and it says, "I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people."
Right. See, I've all day I've spread my hands out to you niggas, man. That's why I warned you. Like, you going to jail now, man. Hey, man, like that video of that bus driver uppercutting that nigga woman. Ooh, yep. That's like a representation of what the Lord going to do to 2/3, man. That's right. You kept poking at him. You kept yelling and spitting and scoffing. Now you going to jail now, man. He gave her that Ryu uppercut, that Hadouken, man. And cut her, man, got her and tossed her ass right out, man. Yep. Tossed her right out. And that's what's coming, man. Because the hand has been opened to you. And you, Jakes, you know what you're doing? You're biting the hand that's feeding you, man. So now you got to get the backhand. Because I gave you the open hand. Now you got to get the backhand, man. You know? Keep going.
Back in Isaiah 65 and verse 2, and it says, "I have spread out my hands of the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. A people that had a spirit after their own ways."
See, after their own ways. And what's it say? The heart is deceitful above all things.
Yep.
And desperately wicked. Beware of the desperately wicked people, man. 2/3 of Jake are desperately wicked, man. You can see them, watch them. They're zoned in to be wicked. They're programmed. They have a gross darkness that's covering that you can't wash off, man. Remember, you may water and others plant, but it's Yahawashi who gives the increase. Right. There's nothing you can do. That's why you got to be in that mode, man. That's why you should just desire the brothers that are desiring what you desire, man. Stop trying to beat a dead horse, you know? Keep going.
Back in Isaiah 65 and verse 3, and it says, "A people that provoke of me to anger continually.
Even to this day, they are not humbled. Continually, they provoke Yahawashi to anger, man. Continually, and Yahawashi is angry with 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Keep going.
And it says, "Continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick."
Right, man.
"Which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, which say, Stand by thyself, come not near to me, for I am holier than thou. These are smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day.
Right, man. And the nigga woman, not my Jesus. Man, here this nigga's wicked as fuck and they just think they're okay. You got pork chop pastors having car washers, pimping women out, pulling panties off bitches, you know? Women twerking on stage, and Jake think they're good. They really believe it. And they say, what is it?
Living my best life?
Yeah, from living my best life, man. You got some, brother?
Yeah.
Ending on what you got.
St. Zechariah 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right, man. You know, and that's talking about 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. You know, because on this side, they're not Israelites, they're heathens, man. And they're going to die a heathen death. And it's going to be by thermonuclear destruction, man. All right. And while they see the elect getting beamed up, they're going to be marveled and astonished, you know, and in awe at the salvation of the elect, man.
Yeah.
All right. And they're like, oh, that was him. And they're going to know that promise of Yahawashi, and we'll know where sin among them and have been among them.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that being said, say call Allah, Yahawah, Ahchyam, Yahawashi, Ahchyam, Qadash, Shalawam.
Shalawam.